So welcome to the session, all of you. I hope all of you have completed your IFT and you're back home and eagerly waiting to know what is the cutoff going to be like and how the paper was this time. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'm going to quickly get into and you know how the paper was. What are the first impression? I've been talking to a lot of students, a lot of faculty trying to understand how the paper have been this year and what are the kind of cutoffs we can expect going forward. The pattern of the exam has not changed this year. It had remained the same. So you had 4 sections, 300 marks, 1/3 negative marking, 120 minutes for doing the paper. There were 110 questions in all, and there was no sectional time. So it was all same as last year. There was absolutely no change in terms of the pattern. Pattern remained the same. And if you look at the section-wise breakup, the first impressions that we have got from the student is that QA was tougher than the last 3 years. Students said that although there were easy questions in the paper, the calculations were a bit lengthy. Some of the questions required multiple steps to actually do it. So that made QA a notch difficult as compared to the last year, and it was definitely more difficult than the 2018 and 2019 paper. DILR was comparatively easier is what we have heard, and the DI part especially had 4 different sets, and 2 of them were very doable. The LR was quite doable. So DILR was, I think, a place where you could have spent a bit of time and got a higher score as compared to what you have expected in the other sections. RC had inferential questions this year, so it was not a typical RC that we used to see in the IFT. So you could not have just gone and read all the questions there and then come back and answered it. It was not that easy. So it had inferential question. 2 of them were easy reads, is what students have told, and the questions were not as direct as the usual IFT paper. And GK this time had a balance of both static and the current affairs. Now, if you look at the section, as I said, the section remained the same. So QA 25, LRDA 30, VRC 35, and GK 20 was the breakup of the sections. 110 questions and 300 marks. And VRC had the maximum in terms of the section. So QA section was arithmetic heavy as usual. So it had about 11 to 12 arithmetic questions. About 48% of the paper was arithmetic. Geometry 4 to 5 questions. Algebra 3 to 4. Modern maths 3 to 4. And numbers 3 to 4 questions. So more or less similar to last year, but then the arithmetic questions I heard were not that easy, and it took a little bit more time to do the questions. You had to do multiple steps. In fact, very interestingly, people told us that there were questions which were repeated from the previous year's paper. So which is so if you had done the previous year paper, probably you would have found those easy going. The LRDA section had tables, bar graphs. There was a line graph of 4 lines, percentages question on rice. And there was a multiple graph question which had a pie chart and which was based on the US versus world food crops. So there were 4 sets, each of them having 4 questions, 16 questions there. You had a matrix arrangement question, a number-based question on points, which was based on some kind of a challenge which was held in IFT. And then you had a games and tournaments question and some single question there from family tree and stuff like that. Comparatively easier section when I compare it with the other 3. This is where you could have probably maximized your attempt if you were not able to do questions in QA, right? So QA and LRDI, people said that LRDI was more doable as compared to QI in the given time. VRC section, there were 16 questions in total in reading comprehension. There were questions, 5 question RCs. There were 4 question RCs, and there were 3 question RCs. There were questions of root words, 3 of them. There were foreign words, 3 of them. And grammar, about 6 questions, which had paired grammar questions too. And then you had vocabulary, spelling, and idioms, about 7 questions. And that is about 35 questions in the paper. So which are the biggest section in the paper. So this is how the weightages and the marks looks like. And GK section was 50-50 almost. So about 9 to 10 questions in current affairs and 10 to 11 questions in static GK is what most of them have told. So there were questions from Olympics, some summits which were conducted, so which were from the current last year's current affairs which were asked in the GK section. Now coming to the cutoff mark, so if you are looking at the sectional cutoff, considering the fact that the QA section was tougher this time as compared to the previous years, it looks like 5 to 6 questions would get you clear the QA cutoff, about 15 to 18 marks, that is. LRDI sectional cutoff is expected to go at about 20 to 22 marks, 7 to 8 questions. VRC at 25 to 27 marks at 8 to 10 questions. Overall, the cutoff seems to go like somewhere about slightly lower than last year, 105 to 110. So when we are looking at cutoff, I'm looking at cutoff from the perspective of you having a very average kind of a profile. Okay, so if you are having an extremely good profile, obviously you're going to get higher marks in your 10th and 12th score, and that will act, or your, if you have a work experience, you're going to get additional points, which will actually take your score, take your overall composite score to a higher level. So if you are in an average profile range, you will have a chance of getting into the interview room at 105 to 110. Range of sectional cutoffs, so general at 105 to 110, EWS at 95 to 100, MCOBC at 85 to 90, and SC at 70 to 75. What it looks like currently, first impression, you may have done the paper better or probably not as better. We'll look forward in the next one day. We'll have a lot more of people coming out with cutoffs. We'll have a better idea as we go about talking to a lot more people. But this is what it looks like as of now from what we have gathered after talking to the students. Selection criteria, very important to keep in mind that it's not only about the IFT exam, because IFT exam has 73% weightage. Last time we saw people getting calls at as low as 105 marks, which I know of in my center. And 10th marks has got 10% weightage, 12th marks has got 10% weightage, academic diversity 5%, and 2% for gender diversity. So let's say if you're a female candidate, non-engineering background with a 10th of 10 CGPA and 12th in 90s, you're going to get into and crack the IFT and get into the next round, probably even at somewhere about 100 to 105 marks. For others, you will probably look forward to 105 to 110. If your profile is very weak, then probably you will have to score more than 110 to get into that interview room. Now, if you look at this, 90 plus is 10 is what they give you as points, and between 80 and 90 is 8. So the moment you fall below 80, your score goes to a 5. So if you're looking at a cutoff, then 110 plus is what we feel that if you have a 10th and 12th of less than 80, but if you have both of them about 90, you can get calls as low as probably 100 to 105. Final selection criteria also has got a IFT examination weightage, which is 45%, and then personal interview 20%, VAT 10 and GD 10. Make sure that if you are expecting a call, start preparing for it, because IFT interviews happen somewhere in the month of February normally. Last year and last year, because of COVID, there were changes in terms of the interview process, and which is because of which it was delayed. But expect it to happen in February and prepare accordingly. If you're preparing for your VAT, GD, and PI, you can join us for the VAT, GD, PI. You can call us at 9282 442221. We have one of the best VAT, GD preparation modules in the country, and our counselor will be happy to help you out. And make sure you are very well prepared for the interview process when you get into that interview room. So thank you all of you. We will come back and have a look at the cutoffs in detail as we go ahead. And we'll also talk to more people and get a better idea and come out with another video if there is change that we feel in the cutoff in a day or two. So thank you all for watching, and all the best to all of you. And if you're expecting a call, start your preparation, call us at 9282 442221. And don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.